how chaotic they seem, everything here happens for a reason.
What makes it public art? Because it's done for the public, because it's accessible to the public, and because it's not based on necessarily simply selling an experience, but it's about it being inclusive to begin with. I want you to simply just use your hands just to reveal the screen and see the story that happens. There's sort of a strange kind of storytelling happening. So if we can all do that for a second.
There was maybe a desire to sort of have some visual representation of older gay men, because there's maybe not so much visual representation of it.
I think like people doesn't have a vision to invest in the space for like the queer artists and so on, and then like the queer artists are always competing for space. Non-trans, non-queer, non-ally people. So yeah, it's just tough for us.
It is quite difficult. So now I have my own small studio and I try to open it up to female and LGBTQ people to just talk about this kind of issue.
Every process of it is Black and trans. So from designing to coding to recording, filming, every member of our team is Black and trans.
At the moment, you're looking at a section called the 13 Streets, which is an area of Hong Kong, which has been recreated in Minecraft. And alongside that is a region of North London called the Alexandra Road Estate. That's it there, which we've managed to rebuild and place in relationship to the 13 streets.
Really want to try different types of ways to promote mental health. However, we can never see the banners of psychiatrists or psychotherapists in the community. So that's why we are thinking, how can we promote a little bit more beneath or different understanding of mental health, and we will continue creating different types of art and well-being programs by using art.
Social prescribing is where somebody can visit their doctor and rather than be given, well, alongside or instead of medication, will be offered an activity. Our role as a charity has been to really make sure that cultural social prescribing does not get forgotten. It's all too easy when somebody presents with a particular health problem to deal, first of all, just with the social issues. So with the money, with the budgeting, with exercise. But again, we know the power of cultural social prescribing. And in terms of enabling people to live longer lives and live better lives, we know there is that power in kind of cultural social prescribing.
The idea is that you can use an image as a way to introduce yourself, and it creates a safety net between the person and those that they are talking to, and often they can find it easier to talk about themselves through describing the image. So it becomes a useful visual tool for communication, and this is what is known as photo elicitation. So the technique that we've just basically run through.
It is really, really exciting for us to explore and create home acts for Spark Festival. Different perspective they have growing up in this country, but having this Chinese heritage.
So At Your Leisure basically is about the crossover between sport and dance. It's a festival that's kind of made by and for young people.